All right, so this is Harry Styles' Aperture. This is the new era of Harry Styles. Harry's House by Harry Styles is maybe my favorite album ever. I'm going to be honest. That may be my favorite album of all time. Beautiful, beautiful album. Let's see how far we have moved away from that sound. I'm nervous. He always comes out with a good weird music video too.
605.
One moment.
Okay. 605. I feel like that's going to be Easter egg for something on the album or something. Okay. I love that. Great sound. Oh, I like how the dial tone kind of merged with it right there. Okay. He's kind of in his Dylan O'Brien looks era right now.
Take no prisoners for me. I'm told you're elevating. Drinks go straight to my knees.
I am wildly impressed how he's keeping time on singing this. That is a very odd track, and the beat it's not like so pronounced that you can just like keep with it, you know? So it's weird. I like it.
Business for me, I'm told you're elevating. Drinks go straight to my knees. I'm going on clean.
There we go. There's the beat. Okay.
I'm going on clean. There's no more tricks up my sleeve.
Oh.
Cold, review the players. Time cold, Tokyo scenes. Bad boys, it's complicated.
Okay, my premature read on this is like he's talking about like basically he's fallen from this kind of self-growth place that he's in, it sounds like take no prisoners, drinks go straight to my knees, I'm all out of tricks, like, and to me it feels like he's running from stuff. So he's in a hotel, he's looking over his shoulder, you know, he's kind of trying to hide away, and I feel like, ready for this, this could be premature, that the guy following him represents kind of like the record label or the music industry or something like that, kind of waiting on his next move. Everybody's been screaming, when is Harry Styles going to get, when are we getting Harry Styles music? And we've known from the Zane Lowe interviews he doesn't enjoy that pressure. He kind of, with this place in Harry House, moved to, we'll just write when we come together and we don't need to go in the studio for 8 weeks and just pump out an album. And so maybe that pressure of trying the new tricks, like maybe despite not being inspired, maybe. What the fuck? We belong together. Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh my god! Not there being fucking fight choreography in a Harry Styles music video. Oh yeah, no big deal, real quick. Let me grab this LaCroix. It's his fucking DoorDasher. It's his DoorDasher bringing the shit to his room that he called down. Is it? I wish it was the DoorDasher. I wish we would get a knock at the door for the food. It's my only edit. All right. I'm gonna... Oh, Louie. Hello, my love. I'm not saying a word yet. Hold on. I just spelled together wrong. It's fine. I'm fighting for my life here. All right. Take no prisoners for me. I'm told you're elevating. Drinks go straight to my knees. I'm sold. I'm going on clean. I'm going on clean. Okay. I have no more tricks up my sleeve. Game called Review the Player. Time codes in Tokyo scenes. Bad Boys. It's complicated. It's complicated. He's just kind of, it just sounds like he's in his like party slut era right now. And, you know, got no more tricks. And so he's kind of coping with this lack of maybe inspiration or direction in his music and his career. So he's just like fucking around. Pre-chorus, it's best you know what you don't. So you think, maybe he's talking to the audience of like, you think whatever the fuck it's best you believe whatever narrative you have, but it's actually not true, or you don't actually know anything. Aperture lets the lights in. I'm going to actually Google the definition of aperture, because obviously it's like a camera lens situation, like the aperture of a camera and opening a hole. You're seeing through a very, very tiny view, a tiny view lets the light in, right? So like definition, an opening hole or gap. So tiny view with the aperture of a camera, essentially. It's best you know what you don't. Aperture lets the light in. So you just, this tiniest crack will let like show the light on what's actually happening. We belong together. It finally appears it's only love. We belong together. It's only love. Verse 3, it's no good state to receive. Go forth, ask questions later. Trapdoors, you're toying with me. Dance halls, another cadence. So basically, I'm not in the headspace to receive this kind of love, maybe. I'm not going to think about the consequences. I feel like this is kind of dressed up as maybe a song about a person or a relationship, but it's not. It's much more about his career and his relationship to music. It's best that you know what you don't. Aperture, let's light him. Same chorus. Bridge, I won't stray from it. I don't know these spaces. Time won't wait on me. I want to know what safe is. See, I think this is about the music. We know from his Zane Lowe interviews, which I've watched all of, thank you Celeste on Patreon for requesting all of them, that he has said that he's kind of examined and observed this feeling of you want to go away and you want to make a good album and you want to put your own in the music, but also this feeling of like everybody's not going to wait for forever. You will lose relevance eventually, and kind of coming to terms with how to be an artist and how to basically not lose all of your momentum. And that kind of feels like what it is. Like he was kind of in this like fuck around state. He wasn't feeling inspired. He was maybe a little bit burnt out. So he was just kind of doing his own thing. And then he comes back to it. And maybe while he's gone, we belong together. It finally appears it's only love. And the chorus is kind of representing like, damn, all the inspiration and the drive like hits him all at once. And now he's back, which is what makes this such a great lead single, because it's announcing like, after I've gone away trying to find this inspiration, this is me announcing to you that we're back and it's only love and I belong with you and I can't wait to give you this art. That's my read on it. All right, let's scroll down and see if he says anything. It is telling how he announced it. Aperture is the first single. January 17th, clock appeared on his site. Classic, webelongtogether.co. The words kiss and disco. Okay, and then the obviously the album was announced. Oh, he did. He has said things. I get to see if I'm right or not. Okay, here we go. And then I will tell you my thoughts. It was kind of amazing to me. I think it was like we had most of the album done, and a lot of it was kind of exploring a lot of the themes that I think the song is exploring. And then I think I love imagining this, how he says it. And then getting the song at the end, it was kind of when we were feeling like our freest, and I just really like having a lot of fun at that point. It kind of felt like, almost the mission statement of what the album was about. I think it was, I had a couple years away from a lot of work stuff and had a lot of big realizations and kind of just generally opening more to the world. And I think like allowing some more positive things to come into my life. And that was kind of the culmination of all that was happening around the making of this record. So it was kind of like this perfect little bow on it. And then when the song happened, it was like, the record's finished. So it's always been this real celebration song for me. this and a big driver of kind of the want to come back in rooms full of people and stuff. So it's a song that means a lot to me. Very excited. All right. I think the song, this is on BBC Radio 2. We had BBC Radio 1 and now we have 2. I didn't know there were multiple options. I think the song was the last song. Great. We know that. So it's kind of ended up being perfect mission statement, pretty much the same thing. The opening and allowing more things and in turn allowing for more positivity, accepting the transitions, being accepting of flaws and no mistakes and be able to look at those things and like, I was wrong there, didn't behave in line with who was there. Okay. Being able to acknowledge blah, 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 kind of, okay. He was a little more vague than that, but right. It's like he went away for this growth moment and he came back and it's like, okay, we're here. This could be a hot take. I fucking love it. Huge fan. I feel exactly, I mean, to the T about this song as I did about As It Was when that came out. 1,000% exactly the same way. I can absolutely see why this would be divisive. Absolutely. I can absolutely see people being like, this is a fuck mess. 1,000% I understand it. It's weird. It's introspective. I love that this is the last song that they wrote on the album. And so I think that this is going to be the biggest departure from the sound that we've heard so far, because it's like at this point, like, okay, we have the rest of it. Like, let's just do whatever the fuck we want and see what it comes out to be. Only written by Harry and Kid Harpoon. Who the fuck is Kid Harpoon? As it was. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt about as it was. I clocked that shit. 1,000% exactly how I feel. How I felt when I heard that song for the first time. Okay, Kid Harpoon is Harry's dude. He is on basically every Harry Styles song that all of them. He's on literally actually every single one of them. So, also Shake It Out, Florence and the Machine, also Shakira. Okay, Maggie Rogers. Absolutely hear that. Absolutely. If you're not listening to Maggie Rogers, go check her out. A little random Calvin Harris, a lot of Florence the Machine, Miley Cyrus. See, this is a lot of brand of like the same brand of weird, like it's a palatable weird. Like people will hear it and be like, no, I don't like this. But it's not because it's bad. It's just because it's a little bit unconventional. Huge fan. And I love Harry's music videos. I think they are so fucking weird. He comes out the gate with the absolute most insanity. Like, remember watching Sushi Restaurant for the first time and being like, what the fuck? Why is he a mermaid? Absolutely. This is the same feeling. And I feel like we're kind of, the music video represents of like, okay, he's leaving the hidey hole in this hotel still and kind of encountering this like fight with maybe the outside world, whoever this person represents. And then this like moment of like, I'm going to actually just do the dance with you and accept it. Based on his explanation, it was very much like I was kind of fighting and not behaving and just fucking around. And then all of a sudden I've experienced all this growth and I kind of embrace this journey. That seems to be what the person represents. I love it. And I love that you can sit and look at the lyrics and like think about them a million different ways and it like really doesn't make sense. And I think Harry does such a good job of writing about things like that, that when you like really listen to it, you're like, oh, we're getting the imagery of this like perfect, this like time, this montage in his life. That's how I feel about it. And I'm very excited for the rest of this album. That's the brand of weird shit that I like. Absolutely. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you have not watched his Zane Lowe interviews, please God, go watch them. They are so insightful. He is such an artist at his core. Love it. I've come to love him so much more through watching those. Adore the oddness of the music video, unsure about the feelings of the song. I totally understand why people would not like it. 1,000%. But I think that when the album comes out, we're all gonna be like, oh, I think it makes perfect sense as a first single. Because he didn't release it as a single because it was going to be the radio hit. That's not why. He released it as a single to explain to you the story that you're about to get as the album. He was like, this is where I've been this whole time. And then we belong together. I'm coming back and giving you the culmination of all this growth that I've been through. And now here is the gift and the entire story, which is the entire album. I love it. And I think that the length of it is just because it's like atmospheric. I think that this is going to be the first or the last song on the track list, as like a prequel to what you're about to hear, or like, thank you for listening to my story. This is why I gave it to you kind of situation. It is the first track on the album. I love that. Absolutely love that. Massive Stadium is going to be interesting to imagine how. I think that Harry is a king of reimagining his tracks live. And we could get anything from a fucking string section to a fucking festival version to a fucking horn section. I have no idea. I don't know also that they will play it whole. I think that this might be like a little like interlude into something else. I think that's what the song is meant to be. I also, I'm such a slut for when artists just do fucking intentionally creative things. And no, this might not hit, but I need to tell the story as I intended it to be. I feel like I don't see it as a radio single, but if he was, I don't think he was going for that. I don't think he cares. I think with Harry's House, writing that gave him the freedom to explore with what he wants to do. And we know that the album as a whole is so important to him. And I love that about an artist when they just say, I'm not going to like make one-off singles so it gets radio hits. I'm going to tell a full story and give you a full world to live in. Love that about Harry Styles. Might be an opener for tour. Right, like going into it and he comes out on stage like halfway through the track. Absolutely. That's great. Absolutely. That's my review. I really love Harry Styles. I feel so strongly about Harry Styles. I will fight to the death for him. I think he is such a genuine person that is absolutely chasing being a better person and friend and artist. Oh God, such fucking respect. If I can make music like anyone, it would be Harry Styles, 1,000%. And also, I'm going to say my piece right now. I'm going to wade into the drama here. You can be disappointed at the lack of different stops on the tour. You cannot fucking come for him on that because he has said, again, listen to the Zane Lowe interviews, he loves performing more than anything else. He loves being on stage. Artists are not fucking machines. And if you want longevity from an artist, you've got to let them take care of themselves first. And so if the way that he does shows is to feel stationary in a certain place and play a lot of shows, he absolutely gets to do that. Because, like, what are the options? The other option is burning the fuck out and not touring at all. Because we got to think, like One Direction, they were nonstop and now he gets some respite. But, like, why not? If he wants to. If I could do 30 fucking nights at Madison Square Garden, I would do 30 nights at Madison Square Garden. Like, fuck yeah, you know, like, and it does, like, you get to be disappointed as a fan who probably can't get to those shows. 1,000%. But this, like, demonizing of him for not doing more and not being a show pony and not doing it, like, yeah, but, like, if he doesn't want to, he doesn't want to, you know? I'm an absolute advocate for doing what the fuck you want, not doing what you don't want to do, you know? And also, he's not said there wouldn't be a second leg. And also, he's not said that there wouldn't be, a bigger world tour, you know? Ticket prices across the board are far too expensive. Live music has never been more inaccessible. 1,000%. I think that is a larger systematic issue, in my opinion. And, like, for sure, the artists do have some ownership over that and should demand accessible live shows for their fans, 1,000%. But, like, I'm not going to pretend to know what the behind the scenes conversation looked like, you know? And, like, for sure, not to be parasocial and defend somebody I don't know, because I think absolutely, like, you have some ownership to have that conversation. But also, we can't pick and choose what artists, like, that we deem appropriate that their tickets are a certain price. Because I think that's a thing that we're seeing across the board, you know? And for sure. And, like, if he did say, damn, these need to be crazy fucking expensive because, you know, yeah, that's fucked. But I also don't know. We don't know. I just, like, I don't, like, want to get to this point of, like, demonizing artists because you don't know what goes behind the scenes. And, like, and you're allowed to, like, let it put a bad taste in your mouth. And I'm not saying, like, oh, everybody's doing it, so it's okay. It's absolutely not okay. $725. I mean, these are UK ticket prices for a VIP package. The norm. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And, like, that's what VIP charges are right now, is $700. Is that his cut, or is that's the thing? Harry Styles is not pocketing $700 a ticket. That's not how this works. Dynamic prices are on. See, now that is, like, you can turn that shit off. That has been proven time and time again that you can turn dynamic pricing off. So, like, for sure that's fucked. That's my read. I love the song. I love the lyrics and, like, what I interpret it to stand for as a lead single. If I could play MSG for 30 days, I absolutely pay MSG. Having dynamic pricing on is absolutely fucked. I don't know the conversation behind the scenes on the ticket pricing, so I'm not going to demonize him individually. 1,000% we should expect artists to speak up and keep things economical for their fans. And please, if you're on YouTube, please remember this is a conversation. We do not have to get in fucking fights over this. Like, there is a world in which we can all just like have conversations about things. Who set the ticket prices and being disappointed on where somebody's touring. We can just talk about that. Okay. That is my 30-minute review of Aperture. I can't wait to edit this. If you're seeing this on YouTube, just know I have cut down a lot of shit. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it.
You played a song you said you wrote for me, and it was snowing like a movie scene.